Every moment can be sacred. As hard as it is to remember that sometimes, there is always the invitation to come back to the present moment. Especially now, when if you turn on your social media, if you turn on the news, generally it's going to be bad, it's going to be dramatic, it's going to be creating anxiety, separation, conflict, polarization. I just want you to know that you are not alone, and this episode is a special episode for me personally, and I believe for you as well. It is, I believe, one of the most important episodes I have ever recorded of this podcast. It's going to be a short one. It's just me. And I'm offering you a prayer today, because prayer for me is not about offering myself to some being that is better than me. It's about remembering that I am a part of something truly miraculous, and that I know that when I sit down and pray honestly from the heart, not with any particular structure, but just having a conversation with the divine or with God or the universe or my higher self or whatever you want to call it, when I do that, my life gets better, especially in those hard moments. And what I'm sharing for you today and why it's important is that this prayer is something I've developed and grown over years of practice with this prayer, of sitting at my altar and just sharing and giving thanks and really focusing on gratitude more and more, because it's something that I've often struggled with in my life. And this prayer is very dear to my heart. It has grown over a 5-year period of me praying and praying and praying and just organically growing this prayer that changes a little bit every time I speak it. And it's the first time I've ever recorded it or shared it. And the reason I'm doing it now is I've been asked. I've shared it in a few private spaces over the years, and people have always said, is there a version of this that I can get? Would you record this? This has moved me. I want to hear more. So before we get to that, I just want to say welcome back to We Are Already Free. This podcast is really a way to connect with those of us who are here to remember our sovereignty and our opportunities for liberation, knowing that we are free no matter what, and whatever's in the way of that, that's what this podcast is here to help us work through. So thank you for being here, and we'll get into the episode in just a moment. When you hear the words, we are already free, what comes up for you?
Acceptance.
Change.
A shift in awareness.
Human beings are so powerful.
There's so much more.
Everything is love behind it.
Breaking the chains of your own mind.
That which remains.
Nature.
Getting out of the matrix.
We're sitting on the treasure and it's already unlocked.
We are already free.
You're free.
You are a walking map.
I've always been free.
You are always free, already free.
We are already free.
So for those of you who feel called to get this prayer into your hands, just the prayer itself with no intro, outro, etc., that is available on my Patreon. You can go to alreadyfree.me/Patreon now, or find it in the show notes. And yeah, thank you again for your support and for being here. You can listen to this while you're driving, while you're sitting, while you're working, whatever feels good for you. Maybe not while you're working. But before we begin, I'd like to invite us to just center a little bit. So if you're driving, please just be wary of what you're doing right now. But in general, just taking a look around your space. So if you're in your home or you're walking or wherever you are, just looking around a little bit, just taking in the colors, the sounds, the shapes. Where are you right now? What is in your environment? Just noticing that. And then bringing your awareness into what are you hearing right now? Of course, the sound of my voice, but perhaps there are other things in your environment. And then bringing your awareness down to your breath, noticing how that's moving in your body, just naturally as it is. And we're going to take 3 deep breaths together to prepare, and then we'll move into the prayer for this episode. So in 3, 2, 1, taking a deep breath in through the nose, a little extra, and release. Sighing it out. And again, all the way through the nose, topping up and letting it go. One more time, filling up the lungs. A little extra and releasing. May this prayer be a blessing for you and all your relations. Greetings, Great Spirit. You who is alive in all, as all is alive in you. You who is the allness and the isness and the one. You who has created all that is and all that can be and ever will be. Thank you for this experience. I honor you. I give thanks to you Please guide me on this path of remembrance of the true nature of all that is, the infinite, ever-present moment of the eternal now. Thank you, Great Spirit. To every cell in my body, collaborating and singing this song of the universe, the one song, the one story. Thank you for this experience of the self as separate to the whole. Please continue to guide me in the ways of integration of the self. And thank you so much for your tireless work that enables me to be here from moment to moment. Thank you to every cell in my body. To Father, Son, thank you for your gifts of light as you plant the seeds of life in the mother every moment of every day. Thank you for your divine shining, your divine witnessing. You who shines unapologetically, unashamedly, and in doing so creates the opportunity for life without judging what that life is, whether it is deserts or mountains or oceans or jungles. You simply shine. Great Father, please guide me in the ways of the sacred masculine so that I too may be a planter of seeds and initiator and originator of life. Thank you, Great Father. Great Mother, Mother Earth, thank you for your seasons, for your cycles, your day and your night. Thank you for all your infinite creations that are all I will ever know in this life. Thank you for birthing me, for holding me, for supporting me, even into the grave and beyond. Thank you, Great Mother, for your gifts of divine creative energy, and please guide me on this path so that I too may embody feminine creative forces. Thank you, Great Mother. To my ancestors, my grandmothers and grandfathers, thank you to all who have walked this path before me. I am here because of you. I honor you and I humble myself before you, knowing that you did the best that you could and that whatever you did has enabled me to be here in this moment. And I call you in support of anything that needs healing, integration, forgiveness, or release in our lineage. I honor you. I give thanks for your guidance. Thank you, ancestors. To my guardians, guides, allies, and teachers, those who have walked this path before me, those who are still here and those who have moved beyond the physical. Thank you for your gifts of courage, of truth speaking, of way showing. Please guide me on this path so that I too may be a way shower, a guide in service to all as we walk each other home. Thank you to my guardians, guides, and allies. To all my relations, the running, swimming, creeping, crawling, slithering, flying ones, to the east, to the north, the west and the south, the above and the below, the within and the without, to the known and the unknown, the seen and the unseen. Thank you for this co-created existence. I honor you and acknowledge that you are an intrinsic part of the whole, as am I, and that together we are co-creating this moment and all moments forever and ever. Please continue to dance this dance with me as we again dance our way home. Thank you to all my relations. I nourish and nurture inner peace, kindness, joy, love, forgiveness, playfulness, wisdom, strength and presence in myself and therefore in others. Thank you for this life. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this moment. Thank you for now. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om, peace, peace, peace. Thank you so much for joining me today for this prayer. Again, this is a deeply personal prayer for me. I haven't shared it for many years because it felt so personal, but I've been feeling a calling in my gut, in my heart. I've been feeling the invitation to put it out into the world. So just know that this is coming from my deepest work and my deepest vulnerability and rawness and authenticity. This is my prayer. And I hope that it can become your prayer, or that it can at least invite you to develop your own prayer if you feel called, just to remember this great mystery in which we are all dancing together. Thank you so much for being with me today. I'm curious to hear what this has brought up for you. If you feel to share, you can comment depending on where you've heard this or watched this, or you can just let me know, send me a message. This is really means a lot that you've listened this far and that you've taken the time to be with me in this prayer. It feels like such a huge honor to get to share. So thank you. And as I said earlier, if you want to become a patron, you can get just the prayer version of this, where there's no talking before or after. It's straight into the prayer. And the reason I've put that on Patreon at this time is that I have poured my heart and soul literally into this prayer. And it just feels so personal and so precious that at this point, it feels safer for me to share it with those who are invested in my creations. And that's what I'd like to invite you to do, is to invest and be a co-creator with me, because I want you to be my customer. I don't want to be fighting an algorithm or creating for an algorithm or creating for sponsors or affiliates. Like, all of those things are fine if they align for people, but I want you to pay me to make more of what you love at the best quality possible. I think there is a beautiful and very simple reciprocity and regenerative exchange that can happen there. So again, if you'd like just the prayer, please become a patron. Alreadyfree.me/Patreon. You can find the link in the show notes. But otherwise, if money's what's in the way and you really feel called to have just this prayer in your life, please send me a message. I will happily send it to you. It's just that I want to hold it sacred and safe. It just feels so big for me to be sharing this right now. So thank you again. I wish you blessings. I hope this is of service to you. Please do share it far and wide and listen to it as often as you need. Many blessings. I hope to hear from you. And as always, please remember, we are already free.